So, yes, I am aware that this review is basically like 3 weeks late at this point, and I can explain. Actually, I have no explanation. I don't know why it's this late. But either way, Off the Grid Nightmare Season 2 is actually pretty good, and I actually say it's way better than the first season. Well, kind of. They're basically the same length, but I feel like Season 2 was done better than Season 1. So let's get into that. So basically, Season 2 picks off right off where Season 1 left off. And right off the bat, the animation, just in a year's time, was amazing. I don't really know how to explain it, but, the animation is, feels more, off the gridish than the first season. The animation style's still the same, but it feels like it's less vibrant, which I really like. And same with the effects. Right off the bat, you can see the effects are actually really good in this one. The effects were also really great in the last season, but they're even better here. And can I just say, the intro for this season is way, way better than Season 1. Season 1's was, kinda lame, but Season 2's intro is way better. Now, in the first little bit of the show, there's, a flashback, but the flashback basically means nothing. It's just a flashback to the Nightmare Realm from Season 5. Except the flashback doesn't really mean much. I'm gonna talk about this in a different video, but in the original cut for this scene, the footage was actually different, and actually probably had more meaning than what the final one was. But like I said, that's another video for another day. And then there's an action scene, and this action scene is really great. I felt like the last season's action scenes were a bit strange because they were so quick, but these ones are actually very drawn out action scenes. And then they get introduced to this new character called Goblin Slayer. Wait, Goblin Slayer? Seems kind of ironic that they met Goblin Slayer right after they met Gnots, or Knots, or however you say their name. So Goblin Slayer and Pixel fight for a bit, and then Pixel loses, and then Goblin Slayer decides not to kill them. Even after winning, I guess, and then they talk for a bit while fighting, even though Goblin Slayer could have just easily killed Pixel. I don't really know. And that's kind of where the first episode ends off, but then the second episode is basically all expedition. But it's actually very good expedition. I really like this format. Basically, they're traveling somewhere, and they stop for campfire, expedition, and then they continue more, and so on and so forth. I like this type of expedition. Although I will say, the fact they were just trying to kill each other, and now they're basically best friends, is kinda strange. But whatever. And there's also a little bit of foreshadowing in this, where they talk about the potential of more realms. Now, I'll talk about this later, once it gets to the end, but this kinda hints at the ending to this, which I think was done pretty well. And then again, they also talk about world building in this, and actually trying to extend out this whole Nightmare Realm thing, which was missing from the first season. But then they kind of encounter some monsters, but the monsters make some questionable decisions. I don't know, the fact they were able to travel to the main, world, and travel back and create this whole area, I don't really understand. Also, once again, Goblin Slayer, right, is their name, and they're right next to a goblin. That doesn't seem to be right. But then, after some sad events, Gnot dies. Or, not. Don't know how to spell their name or say their name. And this is the first major character death of the new Off the Grid series. And I think it was decently sad. I mean, technically, you only knew this character for less than 20 minutes of runtime of the show, but they do it in a pretty sad way. And they actually had a whole tribute video to him because it was sad. But then it feels like they just completely ignore him. Seriously, it feels like he basically died for nothing. Because he died in, the cheesiest way possible. Where he was literally, sliced. And that's literally it. He didn't die sacrificing. He literally just died. And his death basically meant nothing, which was a bit unfortunate. But then, out of nowhere, all the people from the grid that were completely absent in the first season after the monsters attack, all of a sudden just come to the Nightmare Realm out of nowhere like it's a fast food drive-thru. I don't know how they got there, they don't explain how they got there, they just get there, and they all try to save the day. And then, Giggles becomes powerful out of literally nowhere. He was so weak like just a couple minutes ago, and now he's like super powerful. Although that kind of does make sense, because like, he had all those powers that were stolen from Clickbot Mutant Monster Madness, so they had to come up with new stuff. And then, even after all of his power, he literally just dies with one bullet. Have you not seen what this guy did? How does he die with one bullet? And this final battle kind of thing is like, doesn't really have a lot of stakes, because you know they're gonna win, but there also is stakes, because you don't know if they're gonna kill someone off or not, because it's kind of like, what's gonna happen? Oh yeah, and also Evil Striker and his design, like with the skull, is absolutely amazing. I really like it. I kind of wish that they designed like all the monsters like this instead of their regular designs, because oh my goodness, this is really great. And Evil Striker is just overall like a really cool character. I really like that they're going in that concept, because we had evil characters of other off-the-grid characters, so it's nice to see that the main character has an evil variant now. And then we get more flashbacks that have no meaning again. But I guess that's fine. And then, oh no, there's a portal and they don't have much time, and then Pixel and Striker get left behind. Because Striker is now good, but I guess like he still has his power stuff, so he can't leave. And then there's like the worst goodbye ever. Like, it's not even like a proper goodbye, it's literally just they're gone. That's literally it. And then, oh my god, the line about marrying literally makes no sense. I literally thought these two were already married. Why are they marrying each other again? I have no idea. I'm not gonna question why, but I kinda am. And then after that, it seems like all hopes is lost until... What? When was this established? All of a sudden, either the sky falls, or they get transported to Zingtanica, and then like that, the series is over. That is not a very good ending. You just set up one of the biggest plot twists in all of your series combined, and don't expand on it? Like, we've had connecting universes in the past. They haven't gone anywhere. We've had connecting universes, like in these series. But with this opens the door for so much. But they don't do much with it. Like, I think this is a pretty cool idea and all, if they do it right. Now, it is kind of strange that they're using characters they didn't create with characters they did create. But, you know, they're trying something new. Trying to create the Stikbot universe, because multiverses are all the rage. But, like, they didn't even have a scene where, like, I don't know, like, Rubel goes up to them and says, "Welcome to Zingtanica," or something like that. No, literally none of that. It's literally just a pan view shot, and then it ends. Now, I don't really know. Like, if this is the final season of Nightmares, then I don't think it was very cohesive. If there's another season, then I guess it makes sense. But this is not how you end a series. Like, so the plot point in, like, overall was trying to save Striker, which they kinda did, but then kinda didn't. So, realistically, is this just the end of the story arcs, or are they just now trapped in Zingtanica? I don't know. But we do know we're getting Zingtanica Season 2, which I'm really hoping that they expand on this, because this is really cool. I don't know, I just don't really like how they finished it. Like, they couldn't even have done, like, something where it's like, everything fades to black, but then Zingtanica footage starts playing, and then, like, I don't know, like, Pixel and Striker wake up in the hospital, and then, like, there's like text on the screen that says Pixel and Striker will return in Zingtanica Season 2 coming April 2024. But I do like the fact that they ended it on giving us questions and didn't just tell us everything. So overall, I'd say Nightmare Season 2 is pretty good. I know I said a lot of negative things about it, but honestly, I really enjoyed it. In fact, I also enjoyed Season 1. I think I was way too harsh to that season. I do like all the Stikbot content that Stikbot Central puts out every year. Even if after all the years, it's getting less and less, I still enjoy every bit of it. So on the Stikbot series tier list, I get this one because it was very good for the most aspects. A bit of like over ridiculousness, like it feels like it was trying to be serious, but then there was a lot of silly moments at the same time. But yeah, just a pretty good season of Stikbot. My next couple of videos are actually going to be off the grid theory videos, which I kind of said near the beginning of the video. So yeah, stay tuned for those, and bye.